Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FR2.0 Sprint Series here at Daytona. It's the road course today. There will be 13 laps around the track here, and it will be the last American stop before we hit the European roads again after this. And it's S.R.O.C starting from pole. We will wait until the green lights. There's still a few guys gridding up. Hamid Little for one in P5. Second is S.R.O.C. Third is Simon Frederick, who will try to make up for the big gap he has in the standings in comparison to S.R.O.C. Frederick considered one of the favorites before the start of the league, and we await the drivers. The green lights are almost on and it's off. It's S.R.O.C. with a lot of wheel spin starting. Everyone looks fine coming through start finish. It's Tegelaar still in fourth, Benningham with a very wide approach into turn 1, and in the back it all seems fine and dandy. Bird with a move on Hogendijk in the back. Let's see if we can capture them here. And everyone seems to get by safely, shuffling for the top positions. We are following Tegelaar. And Little's in P5. Nicky Decker move on the inside. They're both braking very late, and they hit Tegelaar in the back, both of them. And there's a pile-up coming up, and we see S.R.O.C here going through the grass. It's a lot of damage in that pile-up there. I see S.R.O.C, Swimmen, Frederick. Those have gone by relatively safely. Van Eekhoven as well, but he needs to catch up with Nicky Decker again. It was very unfortunate to get caught up there by Tegelaar. Hamid Littles had nowhere to go, and especially Nicky Decker also was making a move on the inside, but managed to end up into Tegelaar's side pod. And we see Van Eekhoven trying to get around the best stop chicane here. Very well done. Guys are allowed here onto the apron. The trick about it is though that overtaking is allowed here, but it is an offense if someone decides to make it so. You can be penalized by overtaking if someone makes a report against you, thinking you have had an advantage over them. So the pass has to be made on the straight, on the track, on the oval, but you may drive on the apron. That's the deal here this evening. It's going to be 13 laps around Daytona International Speedway, and like I said before, this is going to be the last American stop before we hit the European tracks again. We can see Van Eekhoven coming very close to Nicky Decker. Nicky Decker, who is running with the number 1, which means he will lose half of his points scored today, since his original start number is 89, and not wearing your start number is an offense as well in the league. And we see S.R.O.C running wide, getting past there by Bird, and we are back with Nicky Decker and Van Eekhoven, followed by Tegelaar for P4. Everyone is utilizing the draft around the oval, and there's a move by Van Eekhoven on the outside of the apron, getting back onto the track. Nicky Decker as well, and there is Van Eekhoven when the bus stop chicane arrives here. Will he make it around Decker on the outside? No, has to pull back a little bit, and Decker moves on, hits a little cone there. That might be a little slowdown penalty, maybe, we don't know. Van Eekhoven in meanwhile, as well as Tegelaar, dive onto the apron on the inside. I think Nicky Decker really has got that slowdown. Well, we follow S.R.O.C again, following Hogendijk, who had that big damage, big hit. And again Nicky Decker, this time being followed by Tegelaar. This race won't have a fuel limit this time, so drivers won't need to bid for fuel. And we see that the top three has closed in on each other as well. Davis Tegeler with the inside move in turn 2. Very well done. But it's not there yet. There's a little kink coming here to the left. Nicky Decker has the edge on the inside. Retakes P5 together with Tegeler. Tegeler locks up. Needs to watch out. He doesn't hit Nicky Decker. Nicky Decker passed again. Loses P5. Hogendijk is falling back. Meanwhile, in the background, Nicky Decker will try. Ooh, there's a little moment on the oversteer, excuse me, coming up to the oval. And let's see if Suominen can try something. Suominen is 8 tenths behind Kenzie Nuaf, but Kenzie Nuaf is getting away a little bit, so it seems. Suominen has been able to keep up thanks to the draft up until now. Same goes for Simon Frederick, who is losing a little bit. And Nicky Decker and Tegeler shuffle positions again. They will keep shuffling for a little while. Sodema, in the meanwhile, has gotten rid of Dane Bird. And let's see what's happening here. At the back, we see Hamid Littles and Tegeler in the pits, trying to recover from their crashes earlier. Jonas Gilles, with a new livery this time, has abandoned the Spotify livery he had earlier this season. A nice move on the outside of Dominic Hogendijk. Very well done there. May even trying to catch up with Venega and Dust on the inside. Very well. It's 2 places on 1 straight. It's not too shabby. And also Hogendijk in battle with Venega. Ooh, they touch each other there in the back. And we have to watch the battle with Suominen and Nuaf, who've gotten closer to each other. And there's more battles. Oh, we see Davis Tegeler is slipping. Nicky Decker breaks on time. He doesn't hit him this time. But Suominen has instigated the pursuit here of Nuaf. It's getting very close there. Venega and Gilles again switching positions. And look how these two are coming through the oval. And Suominen might be trying to make a move on the outside of the open. Nope, wants to keep it clean. Gets back onto the oval. Side by side going into turn 1. Who breaks later? It's Kenzie Nuaf, who has the better line there on the inside, but Suominen breaks very late, gets around Nuaf, but Nuaf comes back again. 4P1, nice battle there, going towards turn 2. Let's see if Suominen can make a counter move here. No, not yet, it's too soon. And there's more battles. Sodema making up time. I'm getting closer towards Goran Pradaga, who's driving in an excellent 7th position. Managed to evade most of that first lap damage. Behind him is a little foursome going on. Dane Bird making a move on Venega. Dane Bird must have slipped somewhere. Must have made a mistake somewhere, because I see that his front wing damage has a lot more damage than it did before. His damage is bigger than it was. And Venega is missing his engine cover. We see the strangest of stuff happening here in the Formula Renault. While Suominen again making a move on Kenzie Nuaf. Here they come, round the oval. Very close here. Let's see if Suominen squeezes Nuaf a little bit there. Lets him onto the oval. The driver who's on the oval doesn't need to leave space for the guy on the apron. That's the risk of running on that apron. Another NASCAR here. peculiar rules here, but they'll do. There we see him coming through turn 2. Will Swimmerton be able to conquer that first place? And meanwhile, Solima back behind Goran Protega. Move here. Might get a P7. Here he comes on the inside. Has placed himself already. Right-hander coming through. Moves aside. Gets on the inside. Brings a little bit later than Protega. Nice move there. Let's see if Protega can make another cut again. Not this time. And Nicky Decker. Here is the move for P1. Very good defending by Nuaf. Keeps it clean with Swominen. We keep following for a little instant here on the oval. And see him pull up to Nuaf's back side of the car. Then moves up to the apron. This time squeezes him. Doesn't allow Nuaf to get up. And Swominen for P1, but makes a mistake while breaking in turn 1 there. Nuaf again in P1. We're at the halfway mark now, and Frelick this time is getting involved as well. Is that enough of that third place? Has decided Swominen is wasting time here. Let's see if Frelick can make a quick move somewhere. Here they come, back onto the oval. It's all full throttle from here. And let's see if Tiraan Dekker can make a move. Seems like Tiraan is having a little bit of trouble with the damage on his car. Frelick still too far behind. Here comes Dekker on the outside by Davis. Tiraan on the outside, and it's the bust of chicane will decide who gets in there first. It's still Tiraan. Everyone's using that inside line, coming into the bust of chicane to defend. And there we see him pull back onto the apron, make the route as short as possible. Well, Burton Gilles off screen, change positions as well. Nicky Dekker again with an aggressive move there, going way off the outside on the oval. Excuse me. And here we can see Nicky Dekker pulling back. Doesn't want to risk that. Davis Tiraan hits a little bump there on that curb. And same goes for Van Eekhoven, who we're seeing is in the pits and has reported to have had troubles with that same bump. So Tiraan and Van Eekhoven both out in one corner, in the same corner, in the same lap. Ran a line that's just too wide there. Suspensions of the Renault can't handle that bump. And we're back in P2. And this is the rear view from Kenzie Nuaf's his car. On the oval, swimming in the side in the rear view mirror. as he's swimming in. Closer and closer. Needs to get past the outside because Nuoff is blocking off the inside of the oval. Here we can see the difference in braking between the two. It's a little bit of oversteer by swimming in there. Coming out of turn 2. Frelick not far behind him. The difference between Frelick and Swimming is right about the same as the distance between Swimming and Nuoff. So it's all about coming up to the oval and making use of the draft. And while I say that, Swimming falls back, runs wide, and Frelick says thank you and bye bye. Thank you for P2. But with this, now Nuoff has pulled a gap of 2 seconds, and this looks like he's not gonna lose it. Frelick now too far away to lose the draft coming off of Nuoff's car. So that's gonna be very interesting. While we follow Goran Protega on his turn, following Sorima onto the oval here. This is for P5. Protega still in P6. And Protega is holding on for dear life. We've seen Protega improve every week. It's not just in the Formula Renault Sprint Series, it's in the GT3 Sprint Series as well. And slowly but surely, he's scoring points every week in every championship, moving him up the standings. And it's still Gilles en Ogendijk entangled for P7. Strange that Gilles can't get past Hogendijk with the draft. Lack of a rear wing in the Formula Renault marks wonders. We've seen it with Alex Jensen on batters as well. Might be just the difference in racecraft. Oh, and while I say that, Dominic Hogendijk runs wide off of the exit of turn 1. Is lucky that he hasn't finished up like Van Aken and Tigelaar by hitting that bump on the curb. But this means that Dane Bird in the background is catching up with them. With this, Gilles moves up to P7 and will find himself up front when they come up the oval, 3 of them. And let's see where can make a jump. Here in the results today, Nuoff has pulled a gap of 4 seconds. So since Frelick has lost the draft, he hasn't been able to keep up with Nuoff at all. Same goes for Swonen, that after his little rallycross maneuver lost the tail of Nuoff. Dane Bird isn't getting any closer at the moment. And let's see the view from Gilles' car. This is what a full second looks like on the oval here at Daytona. The battles have died down a little bit. So it's now up to duration. Let's see if everyone is brought enough fuel for the race. Without a draft, of course, you will utilize the throttle a bit more. Tigelaar and Van Ekon will score points even though they are retiring, even if they are retiring at the moment, because they have finished 8 laps. And we see a little slip up there. It's Gilles. It's a shame for Jonas Gilles there. Was doing very well. It's lost his place again to Hogendijk. Hogendijk was just trying to survive everywhere, of course, without the rear wing. But this race has been all about Kenzie Nuaf. Has led practically throughout the whole race. Here he comes onto the oval. He will score 50 points with his first place finish here in race 1. Of course, as usual, we will have our reversed starting grid in race 2, so that will place him at the back, at least for the start of the race. And there we see him come through the bus-stop chicane. Does it very well, meaning he has no dangers to face anymore. Nuaf with another victory in the Formula Renault Sprint Series. It's been a while, but he'll be happy to gain that top step out of the podium again. So last lap for him, followed by Frelick. Well, Gilles hasn't given up on that 7th place yet. Still trying to catch up with Hogendijk. Might succeed even on the oval. And it all looks very easy for Nuaf again coming up the oval. This time it will be the last time, at least for race 1. Gilles has taken P7 again from Dominic Hogendijk. You can see it on the graphic. And we will have Nuaf coming around turn 4 of the oval of Daytona International Speedway here in race 1. Impeccable race by Nuaf here today. Cross a start finish. Congratulations to him with his race win of the day. We will see him back for race 2, of course, just like the rest. Here's Frelick and Suominen, 2nd and 3rd place finish, followed by Nicky Decker, who will score the half amount of his points, unfortunately. But a good race. Unfortunately, after hitting Dim Tigelaar, hasn't been able to show some more, but has kept it whole throughout the race. Well, Prodiga will finish 6th behind Solima, very well. And we await the last few guys, Gilles, Bird and Hogendijk, in that order to finish it up. And we will see you back for race 2 here at Daytona. Stay tuned we'll be right back. Bye bye.